We've been asked, how do you behave on the rec yard? Do's and don'ts, Wildman.
Okay. The do's are, alright, you walk on the rec yard, you're supposed to be like cattle. You're supposed to go from left to right. You're not supposed to go the other way because it disrupts the fucking flow. That's not what the prisoners say, that's what the guards say. It's just so they know what's going on. You walk on the rec yard, you have various gym equipment. Don't have weights no more. Back in the day they had weights, but people were getting like fucking literally the weights dropped on their fucking heads and shit. But they have like pull-up bars and they have stuff like that. In immigration, they do have the weights, but it's more like machines and stuff.
Yeah.
But they still have weights.
So it can't be weaponised as easy.
Yes, it can't be weaponised. No, it's more machines. It's like, you know, you fucking that one with the, but you just change the things. And
yeah.
But yeah, as for the DOC, so you walk on, you got 4 or 5 benches. It's where generally the OGs go and sit. The old people, they go and sit, chew the fat, play the dominoes, play cards. I mean, it's just time. A lot of the youngsters go and work out. You see them walking around doing lunges and fucking. A lunge is a lunge. I wouldn't show you how to do it. I never fucking done one in my bastard life. But you basically do lunges, and it's. I mean, some of them fucking do them that many times. If you're not used to it, you end up shitting fucking blood. They're really, really bad for you. But if you're under 35 and you're white, you've got to work out. Unless you've got a medical fucking condition, you're on that rec yard and you work out. I didn't go to the rec yard all the time, to be honest with you. But when I was the head of the pod, I had to go just to. It's where you can get to see the other heads and talk about who's gonna fucking get smashed, what's happening, how the hooch doing, who's ratted who. It's time to get together, but you cannot congregate either. The worst thing you can do is if there's a group of 3 it's okay, but then a few other people walk up. Generally what you do is other people have to walk. If you want to talk to someone and there's 3 or 4 people there, you walk round until a couple of them are left, and then you catch up with the person and talk to them. Because once you start congregating, you see the fucking guys with the fucking the guns. The first shot is a warning shot. It's just like rubber bullet type of thing. But they have guards at the gates too, and they'll tell you to move on. And if you don't move on, they'll cuff you up, disobeying orders. Everything's disobeying, you know what I mean? You just you're like a puppet in there, and probably got a few tickets for like fucking chatting, and move on. Hang on, I haven't finished talking yet. Ticket. But yes, you don't. You might see another race that you're on the streets with and that. You don't go over. Well, you say hi to him. You can even walk the track with him, but you don't show affection. You don't give him a hug and say how you doing, bro, or whatever, because you get pulled up by your own people. They won't pull you there and then. They'll wait for you to get in the chow hall, or they'll wait for you to fucking get in, and they'll say something about it. People are always watching what you're fucking doing, so you've got to act accordingly. Yeah, you see things, but you don't see them. You'll see the odd person throwing fucking parcels over from one rec yard to the other. You haven't seen nothing, it's nothing to do with you. You just keep on walking. You could be walking and something could land right next to your fucking foot there. And you know damn well it's drugs. You don't fucking touch it, you don't bend over, you don't pick it up. It's not yours. You just keep on fucking walking.
What happens if you picked it up?
You can pick it up and you'll get in your dorm and nothing will be said. Come night time, you're going to get fucking smashed, because even if you pick it up on the assumption of giving it to the other person. Because normally they'll throw something over and there'll be a kite. A kite is a little message and it'll just be the guy's name. More than likely it'll be a nickname. It won't be a name because if the guards get it. But the guards aren't stupid. The guards know everyone's fucking nicknames. You know what I mean? They're not stupid.
Red Dog.
Exactly. So and more than likely it'll be for one of the heads. So if you pick it up thinking you're doing someone a favour, you could have picked the black person's package up there and you could have caused a fucking riot because they could come up and say, hey, he stole that, and you'd have to get smashed on sight there and then because you don't pick it up. It's not yours. You just leave it. Tempting. I've had it where there's a fucking package come over and it's just landed near me. And I thought, I know what the fuck that is there. I could probably get 100 quid for fucking that. But you just fucking leave it. It's not worth the fucking beat down. It's really not. Carry on walking. You don't congregate. Yeah. Don't be disrespectful to other people. If you're walking the track and someone's walking, that's another way. That's another thing where people walk that way like that, because obviously there's a lot of people walking the track and you don't have some people walking that way and some people walking that way, because if they bump into one another, if it's another race, unless you say, oh excuse me, sorry, my bad, didn't mean that, it's a fight there and then. No one wants fights on the rec yard, because what happens is everyone's got to fucking lay in the bastard dirt. First thing is rubber bullets at you, and then it's fucking lay down. You lay down in the fucking dirt, and if anything bad's gone off, you stay in that fucking dirt. They'll put fucking, you know, like zip ties. They'll zip tie your arms to the back and zip tie your legs, and they'll just leave it in the fucking dirt. They could leave you for fucking hours until it's dark. Just piss and shit your fucking pants. You know what I mean? The rec yard is a place where if you're going to work out, you work out. If you're going to talk, you're going to talk. If you're going to play cards, you go play cards or dominoes. And you don't. Another thing is you don't. Say you're walking around, you think, oh, I'll have a sit down. You got to know where you're sitting. You can't just go and sit on that bench. You could be sat on the fucking Native American bench, or you could be sat on the Mexican's bench. Everything is allocated. So when you first get in, just observe. First get in, just walk the track, or if you're under 35, do your workout and observe what's going on. Observe who sits where and just take it all into account. There's the fucking phone again. But
it's alright, keep going.
Basically, you just observe and you keep yourself correct. Another thing is you don't start gobbing it. You don't start fucking.
Hi, see this here right now?
It's alright, keep going, lad.
Yeah, you don't start gobbing it or anything like that. And I've seen a lot of people get smashed for they're listening to the Walkmans, and like they could be listening to rap music, and they could say the N-word as the fucking. They don't mean anything by it, because they might be listening to Tupac or whatever, and they're singing along. And like fucking, you could have like a black group walking past you, and he's singing, and that N-word comes out. It's a smash on sight there and then. Whatever you're listening to, listen to it. Don't sing it. I've seen a lot of people get smashed for singing what they're listening to. Whites aren't supposed to listen to rap. They'll smash your tape up and smash your Walkman up. Whites are supposed to. They don't tell you what you can listen to, but you aren't supposed to be listening to no rap for that simple fact. If you're listening to something and you want to have a little sing-a-song, you have a little sing, but once the N-word comes out, it's a whole fucking different story, innit? It's a smash. You don't think of it on the streets, you don't think of stuff like that, but in prison you got to think about everything you're doing. I've seen young guys come in and I've seen like these like wannabe black people, they call them wiggers in prison, and like they've got the fucking, you know, the pants down, so they're fucking showing their ass, showing the fucking pink boxer shorts, and they're fucking singing along. They'll get smashed. As soon as that N-word comes out or anything disrespectful, they get smashed, and 9 times out of 10, the whites will let the blacks do it, or they'll do it themselves. But either way, it's a disrespect issue.
So like, if people are walking around the track in one way and like other people are jogging, I know two Tonys wrote me a letter saying some joggers like yelled at him to get out of the way. They were coming through, and he felt disrespected. And his mates were like, you know, just let it lie. But he fucking marched up to the joggers and was like, don't ever fucking disrespect me like this again. Blah blah blah. You don't know who I am. But all this stuff. What do you have like? Did you ever have anything like that, jogging and?
No, because generally what happens if they're jogging, they can jog around you.
Yeah.
I think if they did directly yell at you, I think you would say fuck off. Most people fucking would.
Yeah.
Especially if it was another race.
Yeah.
But you know, then you're causing trouble. You got to be careful. I agree with you, Tony. You don't get yelled at either, because if you just step away like that, people will be thinking, that fucking bitch there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doing as he's fucking told. Fucking thing is, the jogger's in the fucking wrong, and he can jog around you. There's not that many people on the fucking track that he can't get through. If there is, stop fucking jogging.
Yeah. So there are things not to do on the rec yard. Cheers from Widnes.